9 years ago, my wife and I were on our second photographic safari in Kenya, and I picked up the newspaper, local paper one day, opened it up, and there's a picture of a pretty little face, young lady, and the headline was Best Student in Kenya.
Kenyans place a great premium on education, so you become sort of a star when you do well.
So I went to the desk at the hotel. I said, we're going to be on a safari for 8 days. I wish you'd, if you can, set up an appointment. I'd like to talk to this young lady and her father.
We met in Nairobi at the Norfolk Hotel, a very colonial sort of establishment.
And an idiot would figure out in 30 seconds that you had a rather special gal here.
He had read the Kenyan newspaper, for starters. Not a lot of tourists do that when they visit a country, especially an African country. So I think that was the first thing that struck us, was that he was different, obviously.
After just introductory remarks, I said, how would you like to go to school in the United States?
And so it came as a bit of a shock when I was sitting at that table in a restaurant in Nairobi, and here was this guy saying, would you like to go to the States? And I was apprehensive, and I thought, well, this is an exciting opportunity. I was only 13 at the time.
And stood up and said, that sounds interesting. Then I was pretty sure I was on the right track.
I was very, very scared. I remember I came with my dad, and it was a bright summer day, and I just remember thinking, don't leave me here, please. Had I stayed in Kenya, I would have gone through the education system probably pretty well, probably have done well. But because of the power that African governments have, they can stop your education at any time.
It's fun seeing her grow rapidly and in the way you'd want her to.
My goal has grown as I've been here. I've realized that things can be different.
She had the highest grades in 2 subjects and won the Choate Prize, which is the #1 prize at Choate. She won early admittance and a scholarship to Yale, and her record, she just graduated about 10 days ago, Yale, cum laude. She had distinction grades in her 2 majors.
I'm reading Nelson Mandela's autobiography, the most, I think, amazing person of our lifetime, of my lifetime, a hero for a lot of Africans, for a lot of people my age. It takes people to take the risk and say, I'm not going to take this anymore, and I'm going to change it in some way, and that's what I want to do.
If you get to know her very well, she's modest. You say, well, where do you want to go in politics? She say, I want to be president of Kenya.
Yeah, I'd like to run for elected office. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, I would love to run.
I'll bet she makes it.
And that's what Choate really ended up being, an expansion of anything I would have been able to get in Kenya, just totally out of imagination, actually.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Don't have my own kids.
I love Larry, and that's a very simple sort of feeling.
I love her.
I mean, talk about totally turning a person's life around. He has done it, and I'm a totally different person for it, yeah.